let me actually get Discord started back up so the people that wish to could jump in voice chat. Hello, Anonymous. I see you. Yeah, we're not in a hurry, I don't think. There is no hurry. This is a very simple game for 2 to 4 people. You pick one of the 4 colors on the board, and red is not one of the colors of the players. Unfortunately, Tabletop Simulator has those weird little things. Yeah. You'd have to be orange, green, purple, or white. Wow, that did a thing. Your Tabletop Simulator definitely did a thing there, Anonymous. Now, Can't Stop is a very simple game to learn. It usually doesn't take too long to play around. But we will wait and see if Lady Mage and or Dragonus wish to join us. Which reminds me, I need to ask Lady Mage if she, Yeah, the Room Maiden is a holdover from when I was playing with friends 3 nights ago, I want to say. Okay, so I'll be good for a little while on what drink I have left. Let's begin the rough explanation of what's going to happen here, and we can reiterate it once Lady Mage comes in. You obviously see there's not a whole lot to the setup here. You have the board. You have 4 6-sided dice. You have 3 little pawn-shaped tokens called runners, and inside your bag you have 11 colored discs. Not much to it, really. So anyway, the goal of the game is to claim the top of these 3, or claim the top of 3 of these 11 columns here. You do that by advancing the runners up the columns, and if you want to, and if you can't see the columns I'm talking about, look with this point as the lowest point of the board. Basically, swing the board around until this point is at the bottom of it, and then you'll see that the that you have several areas here. You have columns that the top of them are the red numbers. Hello, Lady Mage. Is you going to join us in the stream chat, I wonder?
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
I just needed to get lunch and stuff and deal with crisis.
So, I will repeat pretty much what I said already, which isn't much, don't worry. Very simple game. Rin Phoenix over here is already familiar with this game. I taught it to him, what was it, Wednesday? Or Thursday? Sometime like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Basically, the whole equipment you need for this game, you have a game board, which it's kind of difficult to see because you need to be looking at the game diagonally. But the red numbers here are the tops of columns. And the columns go diagonally across the board. For example, here is the beginning of the 7 column, and here's the end. And the 2 column, and the 12 column, that type of thing. So you have your board. You have 4 6-sided dice. You have 3 pawns, which are called runners in this case. And then you have a sack filled with 11 colored discs. The goal, claim 3 of the 11 columns before your opponents do. And Rin went somewhere there.
I was trying to make myself red, but it's not possible.
Yeah, you only have the 4 colors here. They did not program the game in to be quite that nice. So, I will start because that is the way of things. Because I'm showing you all how to do this. You start a turn by rolling all 4 dice. Every turn, you're going to roll all 4 dice every time you decide to do anything. And then you are going to take your dice and figure out how you want to pair them up. How you want to pair them up will depend on your strategy for later, but we will get into that in a second. In this case, I have 2 4s and 2 1s. I could, in theory, have rolled a 2 and an 8, or I could have rolled a 5 and a 5. If I'd had different numbers on the dice, we could have had a few more combinations, but those are my choices. I either have 2 5s or I have a 2 and an 8. Does that not make sense to anyone?
So far, that makes sense.
Okay. So, with that, I would choose which of those combinations I wanted to use, either the 2 and the 8 or the 5 and the 5, and I would put these runners down to represent how many spaces I want to move up those number columns. So in this case, let's say I take the 2 and the 8, because 2 is a very short column. So I advance 1 space on 2, and 1 space on 8. If I'd taken the other route, just for an example here, I'd have 2 5s, so I would advance 1, 2 on 5. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if at any point in time people get confused, let me know. We can go back. But in this case, I'm taking the 8 and the 2. And it's not... There are only 2 times your turn is over. The first one is when you decide to end your turn, obviously. And you can end your turn after you move your pawns, but before you roll dice again. So after I've taken them and assigned where I want the tokens, I get to choose whether I want to end my turn or whether I want to roll dice. Now this is where strategy comes into play, not this turn specifically, but the next turn, really, more than likely. And we just, move the blockage, we get ourselves hit with a 2 and a 12. Or 7 and 7. In which case, I'm going to say, okay, I can move 1 more spot on 2, and then put a runner down on 12. Okay? Everything's been easy up to this point. I haven't had any risk, really, because I've always had a runner to put down. But now comes the fun part, in that if I roll the dice again, if I do not get a combination that results in a 2, an 8, or a 12, just one of the three, you don't have to get multiple, you don't have to get all of them, you don't have to get 2 of them, you just have to get one of those to show up, my turn is over, and all the runners I've advanced go away. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take 2 turns in a row here just to kind of show you what I mean when we get to advancement and all this. Let's say I ended my turn here. I would take out 3 tokens. I would move the runners, put the tokens where the runners used to stand. And then say, okay, my turn is over, and pass my turn over to Anonymous. Now,
who would then pass it to Ren, who would pass it to me, and then go back to you under normal circumstances.
Yeah, but let's just say, since this is not a turn that's going to count for anything whatsoever, in fact, I kind of lucked into 2 kind of easy paths there. Let's just say I decided to keep going. You know, let's just say nobody else may... No, keep the tokens there for now.
Oh, okay.
For now, let's keep the tokens there because I want to demonstrate, you know, loss of permanence and all that here. So I roll. I'm just gonna take 2 easy numbers here, 10 and 3. Roll again, and let's see. There's a 10 and a 6, just to keep going, you know, and. Actually, was there another way? I didn't actually roll the right numbers. But let's fudge something for a second. Let's say that I rolled 2 8s, a 12, and something else when I did that. Just to say I did it, since we're going to reverse. Now let's say I make my next roll. And that kill everything. And I do not roll a 5. Well, I rolled a 5. Let's say I did not, just for the sake of argument. Let's say I did not get a 5, an 8, or a 12 there. I lose. All these tokens would come back here, but the markers would stay in place.
So the markers are permanent and only move up if you keep the area, but if on your 3rd turn you don't roll the numbers you've been rolling, you lose everything.
You lose all the runners. All the runners go back and your tokens stay where they are.
Yeah, the tokens stay, the runners leave.
Yeah, if you end your turn, your tokens advance.
And if you get to the red, that locks out that column for everyone else too.
Yep. If you get to the red, that counts as 1 point. First person to 3 points wins. And nobody else can roll anything in the columns that are capped. So let's say that we had, you know, let's say that we had 2, 5, 9, and 12 here. If your first roll hits you, if your first roll only gets you those combinations, you lose. And you have to pass over turn. So anyway, that is an explanation of how to play. Does anybody have any questions?
Seems simple enough.
Okay. And yes, you can land on other people's tokens. You're not locked out from that spot. It's just, you know...
Once the red is hit, that's when it's locked out.
Once the red is hit, that means nobody can use that column anymore. So, who actually wants to go first?
We could all roll 1 dice as gets higher.
Yeah, I guess we could. Just pick up a dice, roll it. There are 4 of us. 4, 5, 1, 6. So Lady Mage would get to go first.
Okay. Let me get them all together. Oh god, playing this without lag is beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Okay. So it's a very simple game, and you're actually better served rolling dice by just highlighting them and then tapping R a few times.
Oh.
It means you don't have to risk flinging them off the table.
I'm just taking them off the game board.
Yeah.
So I can either do 11, 7, or 2 9s.
Okay, so let's see. You have 11 and 7.
Or 9.
You have, well, you have 11 and 7. You have to take both of them if you take one.
Ah.
Okay. You have 9 and 9, as you
Oh,
see
or
here.
I have...
Or you have 10 and 8.
I guess I'll do...
Now, I mean, you notice that the game board is based on probability of rolling the dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so your most common numbers take the longest to get up the track, so...
It's tempting to take the 2 9s, because then I go up 2.
And you have 2 runners spare.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
I'll try that.
Strategy is something you learn on your own, basically playing it. And since you have a free runner, your roll is basically risk-free at this point.
Yeah, true.
Let me mute the stream.
Probably a good idea.
Look at that, another 9.
Yeah, I
And
do
you
have
have 8, 7, 11, 4, or 9, 6. So if you
I'll
take
do-
the 9, you have to take the 6 too.
Well, that's what I'm going to do, because then I can move the runner up.
Okay.
And I get the 6, and this is where I can officially end my turn.
You could end your turn, but you still have a free runner. So your next roll is still free.
Pretty much risk-free.
You don't have any risk.
Oh.
As long as you can move a runner, you're fine. So you have free runner there, so there's no reason to not.
Oh my god.
You have 12-10. That's your only combination.
Going for the 12.
So you can pick 12-10. Now, if you end your turn, you get to keep that progress, or you can roll and risk it.
I will end my turn here.
Okay? So go ahead, grab 3 tokens out.
Because that's actually quite a bit of progress.
Yeah, that's...
Well, for a first turn.
I have seen people actually win the game on turn 1 too. So they pushed it. I think they had like a 6, 7, 8. So okay. So they just kept rolling and got 6, 7, and 8 up to
So
the.
they took their name of the game literally and.
Yeah, they could not stop. They didn't stop, and they didn't die. So you know. Well, let's see. What do I have here? I have 7 and 5. I have 8 and 4. Or I have 9 and 3. 7's tempting just because of how easy it is, but having that low number in there is nice. If I can keep advancing it, which doesn't look like I get the choice to. So let's see, I have 8 and 4 or 7 and 5, really. Those are the only 2 choices I have. And nothing's great. Let's take the 8. And considering this is like nothing. So 6, 10, 7, 9. Do I have any other combinations that actually work? 6, 10, 7, 9. Nope, just the 9. One more.
10, 4.
No threes. I have
8
10 and
or
4.
6
I
and
have 8 and 6. 10 and 4, 8 and 6. Yeah. And then at 10, 4, 8, 6. Yep. So I did not roll a 3, 8, or 9, so that is the end of my turn.
You did roll an 8.
Yeah,
I
there's an
did
8
roll.
right
What
there.
am I thinking?
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
don't
wait a
know.
minute, no.
Yeah, you broke my brain right there for a second.
You do get to keep your progress.
Yeah. And I did say that was one more, and I meant it. Anyway. That will be my turn.
Now I'm on.
So you have 8 and 9.
Wow, it's a lot of 4s.
Yep. Unfortunately, you have to take both of those. If you did not like it, that's unfortunate.
Didn't like it? Tough.
So let's see. 9, 7, 10, 6, or 11, 5. Let's see, you could take the 7 and pair it with the 9 to advance that a second move. Or you could pick the 11 or the 5, or the 10 or the 6 to put your last runner on. You okay?
So you're gonna have like a little pile of tokens on a
So
spot.
yep, if you do not roll a 7, 8, or 9, you lose those runners and pass to Rin.
It's easy though. You got the
7, 8, 9 are common enough. I don't say that to scare you. I just say that to say, hey, you know, it's
You got an 8. Or
had an 8.
yeah, it was a 4.
Yeah, that was a 4. It was either a 4. It was actually going to be a 6 if you let it fall over. So I'll count that as a 6. Which means you got a 7, 5. A 7, 5, or a 2, 10. Which means you can advance your 7 one space. You don't get to do anything with the 5. It's just the other half of the combination you don't get to use. Okay. And just stick it on top of the white chip there. So what'd you get? 10, 6, or 7, 9?
Looks like all the cool kids are on the 9 line.
It looks like we're pretty clustered there, right around the middle.
What the dice want.
Yep.
I make it a rule not to argue with them because...
So 6, 6, 7, 5. Yeah, 6, 6, or 7, 5 are your two choices. Which, I mean, I know which one I would take. Yeah, that one. Still have a free runner.
Sorry. Sorry. All right.
It's okay.
Quit dying.
8, 5, or 4, 9, or 6, 6, 7.
Yeah, 6, 7, 9, 4, 8, 5.
All right, one more.
Let's see, 6, 9. So you're safe. Or 10, 5. Or 8, 7.
We're gonna take that 6, and that's about it. Ooh. So fancy with my ones on the very bottom of the column.
And now it is Mage's turn.
Okay.
$11, 6, or 8, 9.
I guess I'll take 8, 9. So
Remember, okay, yeah, good.
and my runner dies.
Wow. So 11,
12.
10, or 12, 9.
12, 9. Now this is where I can pass my turn.
Yep.
I will do that.
Okay.
I don't trust my luck.
No
with
whammies.
these games.
So let's
No
see.
whammies.
That would be 2, 7, 3, 6. Yeah, 2, 7, or 3, 6. Because yes, it is awfully tempting to advance my 3. I think I will. My runner did not die.
This is why I don't take risks in these games. My runner fell off the thing before I was even done.
So let's see, I have 8, 6, or 4, 10. Hmm. 6 and 8 are common enough. Oh, look at that. 8, 3. And because I am a coward,
So was I. What's your point?
that is my turn.
And while I'm waiting,
12,
I will pet
11.
Oh my gosh, look at all those 6s.
You almost rolled pure boxcars there. So 6, 6, or 7, 5.
Yeah. And while I'm waiting for my turn, I am petting my little cat.
Solid plan.
This is not a game I could play in my house. I have a bad feeling one of my cats would find the dice or the counters and just play with them.
Yeah, well, you know, it takes. You could play it with like a piece of paper and generic counters.
I've ended up with D4 caltrops because of my cats.
Well, yeah.
Heck, the one I'm petting right now broke a D100 on me.
Broke a D100?
Yeah. Saw it was a ball, started playing with it, knocked it down the basement stairs, it was fine. Knocked it off a table, it finally broke.
Yeah. Let's see, that's 8-7 or 9-6.
Okay.
6-6 or 8-4. $11-8 or 9-10.
If I take the 10, I
Take
gotta use
the
a
9,
9
you
here.
gotta take the 10, yeah.
So 9.
Huh? No, it's 8-11 or 9-10.
What I put? That's a 9-10, isn't it?
You did 9-8.
No. Okay, well,
And just a little misclick, that's all.
oh wait, I'm right there.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Ren? You sound a little sick.
Yeah.
Aw. Get some rest, dude. I was gonna say, where did the fourth die go?
So let's see, that's 12-4 or 8-8.
And neither one is what I got.
Yep.
Wah wah wah.
Couldn't find my mouse for a second. Pardon me.
Ooh, that's a little shake.
I'm pressing the wrong button.
No.
You hit flip and it does that.
So let's see. I can either do 8, 8, 9, 7, or 5, 11. I think I'll do 9. As tempting as it is to get 2 8s, I think I will do 9 and 11. Stay up there this time. I don't think I'm supposed to flip the dice. That's why I was like, no, I'm doing it wrong.
Ten, 5, 8, 7.
Now let's see.
Yeah, it would help to have an auto calculator.
10, 5, or 8. Don't have
They're all
anything
new
on.
numbers for you, so.
Not the 7. I have something on. No,
Well, I
not
meant
the 8.
for this turn, they're new numbers.
Yeah. I'll do the 8. So I'm going to have to risk, because I won't really be losing too much if I risk.
Let's see, what was that? 5 and 5. Didn't help. 6 and 4.
Nope. I lost everything.
That was not Yahtzee.
No. That was the opposite of Yahtzee. This is not Yahtzee. Can we, stop killing those poor runners?
The poor meeples.
Meeple. Cora does not want to stand up. I think it's drunk.
Yep, that's how you do that. E. So let's do that again without making it, you know, just kind of do that thing. And so let's see what I get. 7-4 or 5-6. I don't really have much of a presence anywhere on those. Let's see, that would be 7-5, 9-3, or just for laughs, 9-3. 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are still relatively common points. The 6 is there with the 9. Anything else? No, I don't. Try again. Let's see, 6-8, 9-5. I can move the 6. I can move the 6 or the 5. So 6, 7. Nothing great. Nothing. I wasn't doing this to advance the 6, really, I promise. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. We'll end the turn there. So yeah, 12 and 4 or 9 and 7. So 12 and the 6. So go ahead and you need to use your disc to cap that spot, basically. So 12 is now off the board.
Darn, I wanted it.
Anonymous scores the first point. Yeah, it's 12 and 2 are the rare ones. So 6, 7. Two, 10. 6, 5. Or no, 2, 9, 6, 5, sorry. 2, 9, 6, 5. And with that, it is now Mage's turn.
I think I broke it. Let's see. 8, 5. Well, 8, 10. 8,
8,
5,
7,
8, 7,
10, 5.
10, 5. Let's see, do I have anything on 10? Yeah, I got to take 8, 7.
I think she's got one underneath. No, she doesn't. Okay, you're at the beginning of 7.
Yeah. 7, 7, or 10, 4, or 5, 9. God, this is actually a tough choice. No. Do I
I
have
know
any
it
on
would probably be the best move.
the 9?
You got double 7s and a free runner.
Oh, yeah, then I'll do the 2 7s. Didn't think of that. 9, 4.
9, 4, or 5, 7.
I guess I'll do 5, 7 then. And I'll pass turn.
5, 7. Where did this one come from? You moved one up on 8. Okay. Well, let's see. 6, 5. Or 7, 4. Ah, that's double 5s. Or 6 and 4, but I don't care. So let's see, that's 10.
Because you can't take a 12, right?
Yeah, I can't take a 12. That's actually solid progress on 5. So I think I'll keep it. So we have 2 and 11, or 7 and 6. Six, 7, or 5, 8. board is starting to look like some abstract art at this point.
Four, 3, 7.
3, 7, double fives, or 6, 4.
Ah, shit. Let's just do double 5. 1, 2.
So you have a 4 and you have a 8.
4, 8. I guess I had to take him, don't I?
Yep.
Not even on the 8 row. Jeez.
That's the way the dice break. Let's see. 5, 7, 6, 6, or 9, 3.
But I gotta take the 5, right?
Yep.
That's the only move I got. One more. I'm gonna press my luck.
No whammies. 6, 4, or 5, 5.
5. Whoop whoop. I think I'm just gonna stop right there. That's good enough.
That seems sane.
Oh yeah, I had one way over there. Very start of that row. Whoopity doo.
Now that row hadn't been advanced very far down. So you know.
5, 9.
Double 7s.
Yeah, I may do the double
Or 8,
7.
6.
I'll do the double 7.
There's another 7.
Yep. 7, 8, or 10, 5.
Do 7, 8.
7, 8.
Well, guess what I'm doing?
10, 5. I mean, you could take the other options, but it's a free roll,
Why?
essentially.
Yes, exactly.
Move the 5.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Move the
I'm
5
trying
and
to-
let that. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
It's 8 to 6.
So 10, 9, or 11, 8.
Guess I have no idea what to take, and I need to zoom out.
Well, 10, 9, you take either one of those rows, or you take the 11 and move the 8 up.
Yeah. You can move the 8 and move the 11 too.
I'll start the 11.
I'm not on the 11.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
start it. You'd have to
You
start
start
it.
Yeah. But 10, 9. I'm not here. I think I'll do the 10, 9.
And do you want to advance the 9 or start the 10?
Advance the 9.
Okay. So now you have a grouping of 7, 8, 9.
Just moving the dice closer together. Seven and 8.
7.
You seems to like those numbers this turn. That's what, the third time you've actually rolled a combination of 7 and 8?
Yeah. And I will stop here.
Okay. I think you've got tokens in all the rows, so...
Yeah, I do. Okay, so it's Surat's turn.
Get on there.
Let's see. That could be 8 or 10 and 10.
Gee, I think you'll do the 10 and 10 probably.
Yeah, I think double 10s would be good. So let's see.
10 again.
Yeah.
10.
What are my
10,
options? 10 and 6 or 7 and 8. Let's keep myself free here. So let's see, that's 10 and 6.
Jerk.
That's 10 and 9 or 7. And you know what? That's a lot of progress on one track for one turn.
Hey, you're not right there. You're right here on 9.
No, the 10.
You rolled a 9 too, right?
Oh, that's... Oh, I
You
did have a token there. Okay.
Yeah. So it's either going to be 7, 10,
Or 5.
or a 5.
Let's see, you have
9
3, 9,
or
7, 5, 4, 8.
yeah, that's tough. I don't know what I would do there. It's
So take the 4.
or 8.
Well, he didn't have a second runner, so
Oh, so you're right.
just
okay,
the 4.
just the 4. But he can still play, so he's good to go.
Yeah. Let's see, you have 6 or 9 and 9.
Uh-oh. Yep. I think your turn's over. That stinks.
I don't think much was lost, though. So 3, 7, or 2, 8. Yeah, this is how you lose your wallet in the casino. This is true.
2.
Or sit at a slot machine and get free tickets to a magic show.
Really? I'm on the
Okay.
first number on. Or was that 9? I'm right there on 8, right? No, that's 7.
Yeah,
So
this is 8. So yeah, you're only at the first spot on 8 so far. So 3, 6, or 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, or 6, man. Those are your choices. As I'm to say, 2 and 3 are not the most encouraging numbers to
Did I crash?
I don't know.
No.
No. Okay.
Is it
No
my
one was
turn?
moving at all.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm dealing with like 50,000 people with problems, and none of them have the common sense to go to a goddamn therapist. Sorry, I'm starting to get a little on edge.
2, 7. No, wait.
2, 8,
2, 8,
7, 3.
3.
I'll do 7 and 3.
Just to get that 7 one step closer.
Yeah. That does seem to be the smarter strategy. I could be completely wrong.
So 2,
There's a
5
3 again.
or 3, 4.
Guess I'll do 2, 5.
And pick which one. Okay.
And advance the one I have it on. Seven, 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. And I will stop here. Okay, everything's moved.
Come on, 10 and 3. Ha!
Did you call it?
Yes!
My power, you have it now.
I mean, come on, 10 and 3. There it is.
I'm gonna roll
Wait,
again,
does that
right?
know about my power?
Yeah, I
Gonna
get to roll
right, later?
again. Or I could stop here because...
We still got a free roll. Well, you might as well just take it.
Well, the thing is, if I rolled combinations of 12, 10, and 3, I lose.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
But considering I just called it, and those are still kind of rare. There's another 3.
3 or 2.
See, that's either 2, 6,
2, 6,
or 5, 3.
So,
Let's
depending
go ahead and
on
take
your
the
luck.
6. And, yeah, that's 2 caps in one turn.
What a jerk. Hmm. 4, 4.
That's 4, 6.
4, 6, or a
7.
7.
Four 9 or 5 7. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
So I see
7.
5 and 11, or 9 and 7, or 10 and 6.
Take the 5 and the what was the other one?
5 and 11.
11.
Oh, I'm close to maybe getting a point if I get lucky on my next turn.
Mm-hmm. You're 2 away from 7.
Yeah, and 3 away from 9.
So
Looking
there's
at
an
it.
11 and a 9, or an 8.
Let's take 11 and 9.
I would have gotten the 12, but Amon beat me to it.
Yeah.
Because part of this is luck.
Wait. Okay, I'm not on 9 at all.
We can still hear you.
No, I said I'm not on 9, not online.
Oh, I heard it was online.
Yeah. But he was talking about being on 9, so, you know.
Trying to figure out if that's like a model or something in that pick.
There's another 9.
9 5, which is advances 2 for you there.
I just realized there's a butterfly box, a model, a cat girl, and a demented flower playing this board game.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm on what?
She's looking at icons.
Yeah.
What am I again?
A model. The picture of the girl.
Oh yeah, it's Monica Bellucci.
I don't know who that is. I don't know how old Amon is, but I don't think I'm the oldest at this table right now. I'm only 35.
Yeah, Rin would be the oldest by like 13 days.
Shh. Ooh, 13 days. Ooh, scandalous.
Oh my god!
She's taking the dice and going home, folks.
I didn't do that!
I was just gonna get into the lady mage and he went right in her bag.
I didn't do that, Red did. Does that mean I win? I needed that. Oh my god.
I mean, my twin brother lords over the 2 minutes that he's older with.
So 9-11, 9-11,
Ooh.
or 10 and 10. Actually, I'll do the 10 and 10.
You can't do 10.
10's locked
Oh.
out.
Oh, so 9 and 11. Okay.
That means you gotta take 9 or 11. Which is not too bad since you're already pretty close on 9.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's 9 and... Well, you can't use a 3, but there's a 9.
Yeah, there's another 9, so... 9, so...
9 so?
Nice silver runner, nice.
There's a 9 and
There's another
5.
9.
Am I on the 5 at all? Yeah, I am.
At the
Oh.
very back of it, but yes.
Yeah, that's the right row. Like, is that the right row? So. I'll end my turn here so I get a point.
Well, you've already got the token.
Oh, right.
It doesn't really matter.
No.
All I needed one anyway for over here.
Yeah.
See. I think I moved up on the 5, yeah.
You did.
Breathing down your neck. Yay! I'm gonna let Sarah take them so they don't end up in his bag.
Let's see, what do I got? I got, well, 11 or 9. Which means I got 11. See how close I came to losing on my first turn there? Literally, if I didn't have 11 there, I couldn't play. Which, of course, means that I am not stupid. And I win.
Of course.
And that is game. So very
Yep.
easy to learn. There's a surprising amount of strategy involved.
And now the table goes away.
Yes.
It keeps falling.
Yeah, it's a surprising... It stopped falling on my screen.
Nope,
It finally
still falling.
reached the ground below there.
Why are we playing on a dirt plane?
I don't know.
Dirt road, middle of nowhere.
No, so it looks like more like a park. Like, it's been walked on a lot. Like,
There's a lake over there.
Seems like it'd be hot and lots of flies around.
wait a minute.
At least we're in the
Mosquitoes.
shade.
Are we like trolls or something? Like adventurers come by and ask.
We're those NPCs you see
Any-
out in the middle of nowhere with
Any other games?
weird
there-
requests.
Surat, any more games?